What's up, y'all? It's Josh at Zip, and today we're doing a little hot tub talk. Just we'll talk a little bit about weight loss and a few other things, just life stuff. So yeah, first time doing this, so got the nervous jitters. Yeah. So Chad, tell them who you are and how we met each other.
It was a dark summer night. No. We basically just moved into the same apartment complex and our dogs started to be friends.
Yup.
Essentially.
Cashew.
Yeah. Cashew and Milo.
Yeah.
Cashew is a little rocket. And Milo's an Aussie. Full of energy.
Yup.
What I do for work, I'm an engineer for work.
No one asked.
Fuck off.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, so Chad's an engineer and he always tries to explain what he does for work, and I can never understand it. And you've tried to like break it down to me like to the easiest level possible, and I still just don't get it.
Nope.
So what kind of engineer are you?
It's not really engineer.
Yeah.
The tools have already gone through engineering and everything.
Yeah.
All
and you don't have to say where you work. You don't need to close where you work.
No. I basically just troubleshoot issues within a process.
Yep.
It's in semiconductor, so we basically make computer chips for whatever.
Right. And my question to you was, how does a computer relay information? And like, we went down the rabbit hole, and like I still don't understand it because like it's such a weird concept that I can't wrap my head around. Where like literally you're trying to explain like electrical signals or sending signals from one place to another.
It's a bunch of yeses and nos,
right? Until
it can compute what's going on,
right?
So what the chip is, the bare like minimum of knowledge that you need to know about like a computer chip is there's traces on it and electrical signals. So you're trying to make like a binary code 1 and 0 to indicate yes, no, or binary can basically be translated into words or whatever the hell you want it to.
Right. I mean, it's to a concept. It's like the central nervous system, like how the brain works and synapses, how it fires signals.
I know nothing about that.
Right. Laura, what do you think? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it totally makes sense.
Our guest star in the background, Laura, is an occupational therapist, and neuroanatomy is her thing. So she'd be very proud.
I am.
She's watching Josh. She's watching Josh for me, so he doesn't come.
She's our moderator. She's gonna start spitting questions at us and she's gonna make us feel real uncomfortable.
She's gonna fact check us. So if we get anything wrong, blame her.
Not wrong. I'm gonna moderate and keep it spicy.
Yeah, I mean that's how the brain works. It sends rapid,
rapid signals across your body to tell it to do.
But like so fast, you couldn't even process that. Like it's unbelievably fast. So that's how like they've been able to like improve the technology to make things even faster, right?
Yeah.
Or they have more.
So they make it smaller and smaller because you're working on nanometer. When I was in 200 mil, it was working at like 22 nanometer. Now like the cutting edge is like 4 or 5 nanometers. I
don't know what a nanometer.
You know what a meter is, right?
Yeah, a nanometer. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's like 1/1000th of a
something like that.
Or 1/1,000,000th, or
okay. I don't know the conversion, but it's like that.
Yeah. So most of my metric system I use is centimeters, kilograms. Yeah. That's the bulk of it. Units.
So you got centimeter, millimeter, nanometer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There might be something in between that. I'm not.
I think I would know this. I took a shop class in high school. I took 2 of them. But it was like one of my favorite classes.
That's shop. That's not electronics.
Yeah. It's so weird because like when I grew up, my dad did construction. He's a general contractor, and I always thought I was going to be like a construction worker. Like I wanted to be a contractor, and then
is that like a Midwest thing?
It is. I mean, yeah. Any trade type of skill is very big in the Midwest, which makes it special because like there's so many like good small town businesses that run their own like auto shops and stuff, and I feel like you don't see that here in Arizona.
Well, that's not true. There's a rise coming on blue collar because there's more skepticism with schools. I mean, I just got my bachelor's degree and it's just checking off a box. I don't even think my employer is going to even check if I actually have my bachelor's. They're just going to say, all right, you have it, good, check. But blue collars, there's they say right now that like plumbers or electricians or HVAC in Arizona is huge.
Yeah, well, that makes sense here. But
yeah, but you're gonna make 6 figures or something because you're gonna contract other people in your business and franchise it out, all that kind of stuff. So apparently that's like the easiest way now for people to make like 6 figures.
Right.
Make some kind of income worth it.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So what are you drinking?
This is a Desert Day Dream Hazy IPA from Four Peaks.
Okay.
Yeah. We lived in Tempe for a while, and like we were walking distance to Four Peaks, so we go there all the time. So
yeah,
Four Peaks is like one of our favorite like beers and brewery here. So we try to go back there 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. When I was in Tempe, I just stayed at Chiba, the sub shop.
We went to one time. We went to Chiba Hut one time.
That's
and like
so funny.
it was kind of a weird vibe because it is definitely like a stoner.
It's a straight stoner spot.
Yeah, but their sandwich was fucking
It's phenomenal.
It's really good. Yeah.
it was really good. I was a little skeptical. I was like, I think this is just like a brand place where like you go there because of the brand. And I was very shocked when I ate the sandwich. I'm like, oh, that was pretty good. But I don't think it's worth the price. It's pretty expensive.
Yeah, well, see, at the time, I was like, that's when I transferred over to vegetarian.
Oh, you were a vegetarian?
For 3 years. Yeah, not anymore. Now it's like rare steak, all that kind of stuff. But I was vegetarian.
How was that?
It was rough at the start, but it was one of those things like I...
like you didn't crave a steak?
Oh, no, I totally did. Yeah, I wanted so much. Actually, like the week that I decided, one of my buddy's girlfriends worked at this board game restaurant, and we'd go over there every now and again to hang out and do like trivia night or whatever.
Right.
And this one night we're over there, I'm like, oh yeah, I want the mini corn dogs because mini corn dogs are awesome.
So out of all the things you could crave when you're a vegetarian, it's mini corn dogs.
But it was the first week. And I don't get mini corn dogs as an adult, so it's like
I don't get that many corn dogs.
I get there and I'm like, oh, I want the mini corn dogs. And as soon as I say that, she's the server and she knows that it's my first week being vegetarian. She goes, that's not vegetarian. And I just like, night ruined. I wanted.
Did you think there was corn stuffed in it?
No, they have vegetarian hot dogs.
Oh, okay. I mean, so, that makes more sense.
But like, it was the first week. I'm not in that mindset yet. I'm not in that habit.
I'm a week into being a vegetarian, and like, I know corn dogs are vegetarian. I'm freaking craving a corn dog. And ketchup's veggie too. So.
Ooh, today I went and got Costco chicken bake.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so fucking good.
Now, were you able to eat it all?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them?
What?
Do you want to tell the audience?
I'm pregnant. It's Josh's.
That I believe. True. Fact
No. I'm taking the Semaglutide from your business. Actually.
Yep.
Yeah. Today was actually the first day I took the 20 units.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How'd that go? Or do you feel it yet?
No, I actually forgot about it when we went to the dog park.
Yeah.
And so when I was on my way down here, I'm like, oh shit, I need to take it real quick. So I got my little druggie set out and
your druggie set? Oh, come on.
Did it, poked myself.
I mean, do you feel like knowing you have to give yourself a shot is like there's a stigma behind that? Like, do you like not want to tell people about that you're doing treatment?
No, I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But I can see how people
all it does. Yeah, I've never been that kind of person that's been like, I'm fairly open as a person.
Yeah.
And all it does is suppress my appetite. And it has B12 and the other thing. Glycine, yeah. Which I can't tell you how helpful it's been for work because I've been at that one site and when I go in, it takes so long to get into the fab to actually start working.
Yeah.
you don't want to come back out. So you're like, well, I'm going to work through lunch because I don't want to deal with that.
Yep.
So I'm not hungry while I'm in there working. So I'll put like 4 or 5 hours in, sweating my butt off, and I'm good.
Yeah.
I get out, I'm like, all right, I can make it home, make some food.
You feel like the B12 has like improved your energy, or?
I feel like it's the same.
Yeah.
I've had some side effects generally on like the days that I take the shot,
Right.
where I'll get like really nauseous.
Yeah.
But that's only if I eat a lot of candy.
Yeah. And you're a candy whore, so eat a shit ton of candy.
So
Usually, I mean, like before, because when we talked before, I said, what is the one thing that is like a big barrier to like losing weight? And you're like, I just love candy.
yeah, well, and the midnight snacking, because that's when I crave candy.
Right.
Because I'll wake up at like midnight or 1. That's the worst time to eat that kind of stuff.
Right.
And I'll demolish like 3 little Snickers or something, or
Yeah.
you get the rice.
Oh, dude, and they're so easy to like eat like 10 of them.
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah. You want to know what my late night
No.
deep dark secret is?
Yeah. What is it?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Actually-
I'll still get like, because I'm on Tirzepatide, so like full
Yeah.
frontal. I was on Semaglutide and I got to about, because you're doing 20 units now.
Yeah, I got 3 more weeks of that.
Yeah, I finished out at like 25 units, and that took about like 3.5 months. That's how, I mean, that was my progress. And then I switched to I took a week off, and then I switched to Tirzepatide,
Yeah.
and I started with the low dose, and I've been doing that this was my 4th week, and dude, like like Semaglutide was working well for me. Like,
Yeah. Well,
like I was super full all the time, and you know, the hunger silence was so real. Like I always forget to eat throughout the day. Like, you can ask Laura, like it's bad.
Oh, sure.
Like I haven't, even today, like I had breakfast, I had avocado toast at Maple House, and I haven't eaten since. And it's just so crazy because have you ever taken like phetamine before?
I don't know what that is.
So phetamine's a stimulant, and that helps. It's kind of like Adderall, where like you forget to eat, like you just don't feel hungry.
See, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, so it's
Forget to eat, because
it's a hunger silence. So
Okay.
you just like don't really think about food as much.
It's
And
like
like
you have a giant coffee and like you're so amped up on the coffee and you're like going and focused. You're like,
yeah, that's how Adderall
Okay.
is, where you're just amped up and like, you know, because it is a stimulant. So if you don't have ADD and you're on Adderall, it's like you're gonna feel wired.
I took Adderall 1 time, and
Legally or illegally?
allegedly took Adderall 1 time.
I'm just joking.
I didn't see any change, but my roommates at the time were like, no, you talk nonstop.
Yeah, so it probably wasn't for you.
Yeah, I'm like, eh,
Yeah.
I didn't feel a difference.
But anyways, so when I switched from Semaglutide to Tirzepatide, and Semaglutide was still working for me.
Sure.
It was wearing off a little bit, but when I switched to Tirzepatide to the low dose, so I was like halfway through the dosing for Semaglutide. The low dose of Tirzepatide was like, whoa.
Seriously.
Like, yeah, I was like, there's no way that it's this more effective, because the studies show like it is way more effective. It's like twofold.
Well, that one doesn't have the nausea and everything associated with it, right?
Well, no, I mean, it's better on the nausea. So
Okay.
it's not like you don't get nausea with it. Like if your dose is too high or like your dose is very effective, you're gonna have some sort of nausea. But really,
Yeah.
like the goal with like treatment is like having a subtle amount of nausea. So like a point where like you just feel full already, but you don't necessarily want to eat, or like you do want to eat. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. Like,
I'm realizing, so once I take it, it's a scale of like a loss scale. So right after I take it, I always take it on Friday. So like Saturday, Sunday, I'm chilling. I'm not that hungry.
Right.
Monday, I'm good. Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm more hungry. I'll eat a little bit more.
yep.
Until like Friday when I take the next dose. So I'm like, today was Friday. That's why I was able to eat the whole chicken bake.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this morning I only had like two little. No, I had the Costco breakfast sandwich.
Oh, we just got those. Actually.
Yeah, it's
they're
bomb.
They're so good.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think it needs a little bit of a sauce on it. Like we were just talking about the other morning. Like it needs ice.
I put sriracha on it.
That's so funny you say that because I like the sriracha mayo on it.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, the sriracha mayo.
That's a little more creamy.
It is. It's very versatile. It's good on like Asian food. It's good on chicken nuggets and stuff. Like
it's like a chipotle aioli or something.
Kinda. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to put that on everything.
Yeah. Sriracha is. Oh, dude, I love sriracha. We had a recipe channel. I don't know if you know that.
No.
Yeah, we had a recipe channel called JNL Meals, and that's how. Because I literally.
Where's the cookbook? That's what I want.
People ask us all the time, like, I need a cookbook. They're like, don't send me snaps unless you're making a cookbook. Literally, my buddy said that.
Yeah, it's sad.
John and Connor, they're always like recipe, and like at first I thought they were messing with me.
No, like it's
literally a week later, they made the damn meal that I freaking made.
Yeah, I went to Barnes and Noble like literally last week just to get some books because I like fantasy books. So I'll scope it out and like, all right, what do I like? Yeah, exactly. So I'll look it up and I'm like, oh, you know what? I need some more meals. So I went over to the diet and all that. It's just this giant section. It's where it was bigger than like the fantasy book. Everyone has this cookbook. You start opening up. It's like vegan, vegetarian. That's just what's in your pantry. Baking.
I don't understand. Like when there's so many chefs that are like #1 selling book, and for like whatever, like it's mostly food related.
Sure.
But like if you think about it, there's so many freaking chefs that make books every single year.
Yeah.
Like how can you claim to be #1 when there's like probably like a solid 250,000 of chefs around the world?
That's when you be different, like Gordon Ramsay and makes heads.
And not like chefs, like I'm talking about like head chefs, right?
Yeah.
We're like, I mean, everyone in the kitchen's a chef.
Sure.
Like, let's get that straight. No disrespect, because like I respect the crap out of.
I watched The Bear. I
restaurant workers and chefs and everyone. That's why we tip well.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I get it. Like I was a freaking CNA to start out with, and I never got a tip. And like that made me reflect and be like, the essential workers deserve a livable wage, and like that's just me.
Yeah.
But anyways, we don't go down that route. So
you don't want to talk about tips?
No tips.
Yeah, no, I will say I've saved more money taking this stuff just because I'm not as hungry.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
do you eat out as much? Like, or did you eat out a lot when you were not on the medicine, or?
It depends on that week, how I'm feeling. Like if I'm like, no, I'm getting Wendy's. Wendy's is right here.
Because you still get hungry.
Yeah,
like
but
it's not like
I cut down a lot because I would get like every day I'm going to work, 2 Wendy's sandwiches, and then I would get a lunch
before treatment.
Yeah, before. This is all pre.
Yep.
I would get like a Chipotle bowl for lunch, and then I would have dinner, and dinner would be some like another Chipotle bowl or something stupid, just something easy, and then wake up in the middle of the night and eat like a pound of candy.
Yep.
And then now I'm like the 2 egg white bites from Starbucks and like a chai tea.
Yep.
And then I'm good until dinner essentially. And then when I feed Milo, I make my food, and it's like Costco has these like chicken melt things, like 180 calories.
Oh, I've seen those before.
Yeah,
we've never gotten them.
Oh, they're good. They have like
good.
some spice on it, and it's
if that were me though, with those chicken melts, I'd open it up and like put a little bit of ranch and then red pepper.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Because when I worked in the ER, they had a panini grill, and like when you work in the hospital, your card swipes and like you can pay for your food with literally your paycheck. It's dangerous. Like if you work in a hospital, like you can be going down there like, screw this. We had like had like 8 codes today. I'm freaking getting like an energy drink. I'm getting a Snickers. I'm getting a.
And they give you a discount usually, so you get like a percentage off if you work at that hospital.
Yeah, but it's not very much. The point is, it's dangerous because like you could spend your whole freaking paycheck.
Hey, they make some good food now.
I know.
So when my brother had his son, we were at Chandler Regional over here.
Yeah.
And they had cordon bleu just like stacked on deck. I'm like,
At the high school?
yeah, no, at the hospital.
Oh, the hospital. Oh, Chandler
Yeah.
Regional. I thought you said Chandler High School. I'm like,
No.
why are you going to the high school? Chad, are you going
It
to the
was
high school to
Planned
eat lunch
Parenthood,
with your
no.
freaking nephew or whoever?
Yeah. He's like 7 months right now. Not even. He's probably 3. But no, yeah, they had cordon bleu, and I got this like fat takeout box, and I'm just sitting in the delivery room after everything's done, just demolishing this cordon bleu.
Right.
I'm like, oh my god, man, that was bomb.
That's so funny.
Do you feel like since starting the meds, you can still like indulge on like good food, beta foods? Or...
Yes,
Yeah.
I feel like it's more since you're not as hungry all the time. You're planning.
Wait, what'd you ask again so I can tell you?
If you can still like indulge in like beta food.
Yeah, so like,
Yeah.
all right, Laura was asking, being on meds, do you feel like you can indulge in like foods that you really like?
Definitely. Well, it
Like-
like plan more.
Yeah.
So
Because like Laura's a hoe for pasta, and she made pasta the other night.
I mean, as you should be.
And I mean, we ate the whole thing. And like, that's not typical for us. You know, we had a pretty stressful week, especially since I just got laid off. And like, this is my first week being open. So like, my mental capacity is at its all time freaking
Yeah.
low or high or whatever you want to call it. So like, yeah, we definitely stressed eat this week, or stress ate.
Yeah. You just kind of plan it out more because I'm sure it was like dinner or something.
Yeah. And
know?
that was also a day where I didn't eat all day, and then I ate dinner, and then I
Yeah.
No,
You don't
that-
feel
and
as bad because you didn't eat all day.
And I feel like that was my issue, like most of my adult life, was that I would basically intermittent fast all day. And then once
Yeah.
dinner hit, I was so freaking hungry that I would like literally binge eat. Like I would just eat and eat and eat, and like I couldn't stop. And then I would get to a point where I was just like so full, I like hated it. I regretted it. So to me, the medication's been life changing in that aspect because it really does control my appetite.
Sure.
And it like prevents that binge eating. The only thing that I need to improve on is just including all 3 meals in the day. Like it really does make a difference with your energy levels,
Oh, for sure.
because if you don't eat, like you will feel pretty fatigued. Right?
Well, I mean, I've been taking naps.
Yeah, I don't nap.
Yeah.
Wait, Laura, go get the shirt.
I love a nap.
I don't
Before
nap. And Laura
after, I
freaking made a
love
shirt.
nap.
I'll post a photo like up above here of like what it looks like. Laura literally made a shirt with my face on it of me, or it was me sleeping.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
You were napping.
Just conked.
I was napping. Because like, yeah, I do take a nap here and there. She like thinks like I nap all the time. It's like once every 3
I mean,
months.
you're not working right now, so
Yeah.
might as well.
I don't nap now, especially now. Dude, I've been so busy. It's crazy.
I'm sure.
I manage everything.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever started your own business?
No, I've never started my. Well, I mean, apart from like a lawn care business.
Yeah, but
when I
what
was
freaking
younger.
12-year-old didn't start their own lawnmower business?
Mine was a little different.
I mean, I respect the hustle because I was a hustler too.
Well, my mom, she was a real estate agent and then she became a broker. So
Yeah.
like these homes would go up for sale. So I would move people out by
Yep.
myself, or I'd get some buddies that I played football with, or I do complete landscaping, take these yards that were just demolished with weeds, like 4 or 5 foot weed,
Right.
and take like 2-3 days just to clear it out and take it out to the dump, all that kind of stuff. So like it was a legit business. And I had a drone. Whenever like a haboob would hit, I would take the drone out and look at all their roofs, make sure their ceiling tile or the roof tiles didn't fly off or something.
Right.
To repair.
A drone?
Yeah.
You had a drone in high school?
Yeah.
Damn, you must be real young.
No. I mean, it was like 2015 when I graduated, so.
Oh, that makes sense. I had a drone the year
Yeah.
after.
So
Sorry, I didn't mean to throw you under the bus there, youngin. You're only like a couple years younger than me.
no,
We don't have to disclose age here because I'm getting old. But I'm pretty sure.
I'm in my last year of the 20s.
yeah, I knew that. Yeah, so
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
very close in age.
Yeah.
I'm just a couple of years older. So
No worries.
yeah, you were at the brunt of the '90s.
Yeah, I
No,
finished out. I remember the 90s.
Your grade was fine. Your grade was
Vaguely.
fine.
Yeah.
But the couple years after that, everything started to change.
I'm the last year of millennial. Unless someone's talking shit about millennials, then I'm Gen Z.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, you know?
Yeah.
It's right on that cusp, so whatever.
Yeah. Dude, kids got kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like,
No,
we were weird too. Yeah, never mind. I was just saying, kids got kind of weird now, but like, we
didn't have
pretty weird back then,
COVID.
too. Yeah, dude.
Every
COVID
time
was
I
like-
hear someone like, "Oh, I was in high school when it hit," that was
Man,
my
I
senior
tell you
year.
what,
I didn't talk to anyone for a year.
I worked in family medicine while COVID was going on. It was like a cross between family medicine and urgent care.
Sure.
And it was sad. Like parents would bring their kids into urgent care, because they were so freaking depressed. And it was so sad because in urgent care, there's not really much you could do for like acute depression, other than giving them like the resources they needed to like get help, right?
To talk through.
Like I
it all
can't
that
start
stuff.
them on antidepressants in urgent care. Like, you know, it's not that it's high risk, but there's no way for me to follow up. Like I would certainly, if somebody was so depressed where like they came to me for help, that's a cry, and like you have to help them.
Yeah.
And it's just weird because like looking back, my background's ER, so like I worked in the ER. We dealt with the most bullshit ever, and like, you know, super sad stuff, just stuff that was just ridiculous. Like, why are you here? But my morale was just like, my empathy was so low. And so going from that to urgent care was not a good transition. And I really regret not going in straight into family medicine.
I couldn't imagine healthcare during that time.
Yeah. I mean, I simply like didn't really have a heart. And it made me like super sad when I finally realized everything. And I'm like, dude, like, this is like not the career for me. And I finally switched to family medicine, and like it changed my whole perspective.
Sure.
On on healthcare. It's crazy because like before I would go to work and be like, don't be mean, help people. Like I had to tell myself not, tell myself that.
It's like your morning mantra.
And now I like look forward to like really cool medical cases and like giving people resources. I slowed down. I took a step back, and I'm like, I was not a good provider then.
Yeah.
And now that
your heart wasn't fully in it.
Right. And I was pretty young too, because when I graduated, I was 26, which is like very young as a provider. And looking back, and like I'm very transparent with people. Like I'm very blunt. I always say what's on my mind, but I think that's why patients tend to come to me.
I would prefer that personally. Yeah. So. And
looking back, I'm just like, I was way too young. Like I thought I was ready. I was pretty confident, and my ER training and my preceptor, who I was with for like 2 years, was amazing. And she taught me everything. She made me do all the procedures. She like really set me up for success. Like super thanking her. And like we were still friends today, and she's a little bit old. Like, I mean, she's older than me, right?
Sure.
But like, but I love her to death, and like we still talk pretty frequently. But I just felt so prepared going into it, and then I'm like, I probably should have waited a little bit longer.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
How was it going into COVID? Because I was in business. I did a full 180. Once COVID hit, I was in business. Then I quit my job because I couldn't work from home. I couldn't stand it. And I actually got into manufacturing. Then I went into semiconductor, and then I changed my degree from business. I was going into business, and then took like 4 years off, and then went into engineering.
Laura, will you check the camera quick?
But how was it during that transition? Because for me, it was, I'm working for essentially myself at that time. So I'm just waiting. Generally, it was on phone, waiting on the phone call, waiting for someone. It was a call center at that time. And honestly, what I would do is I had a long cord, and my roommates were sitting at home because they were like pizza delivery drivers, all that kind of stuff. And we would just play Monopoly, Live, the card game Golf, Uno, all that. So I'd be at work with the headset, just clocking in, waiting for someone. No one would call for like 3-4 hours. So I also had 2 roommates and their 2 girlfriends.
Yep.
So it's a full house all the time. We're just playing games while we're home. So my COVID experience is way different than everyone else's.
Right.
I didn't get like a dog or anything.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Yeah. So, but how was the transition? Because I know there was a lot leading up to it, and then like, was it just one day? It's like everything's closed down. You have to do a specific way, or
no,
was
it was
hey,
it was slow. In Nebraska, it was a lot slower.
do you start in Nebraska when it hit?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was in Nebraska for the duration of COVID. Yeah.
Okay. Is this pre-Laura?
No, Laura, we were together.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
she got COVID once, and like she had to stay at my place because she was living at home with her parents. So,
Yeah.
like to help pay for school and stuff, which is what I did too. Saved so much money. Highly recommend it. Dave Ramsey, shout out.
I just had work paid for it.
Must be rough.
Yeah, it's so rough, man. No, I'm incredibly lucky that I got with a company that pays for my degree because they want us to move.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the hospital helped pay for mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the hospital I worked for was amazing. I worked at it was like a level 3 trauma center, so like we don't really take traumas, but we can handle them if they come in.
What is a level 3?
There's level 1 is like dignity, Chandler Regional.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's like ill.
Level 1's the highest level.
Okay.
So like
Okay.
car accidents, severe
it's
traumas,
like the
gunshot
division, like
wounds.
D1 is top tier.
Well,
D2 is like, all right, you're getting there. D3
no,
is
like most hospitals are trained to manage a trauma. It's just a matter of do they have a trauma surgeon? And
Okay, it's like
do they
the
have
staff.
do they have the resources to handle
Yeah.
a mass casualty? Right.
So
like because if you I mean level 3 can't handle a mass casualty. I mean they'll assist. They'll take probably like less acute patients, but like it was a citywide thing.
So would they have like
really like a 50 people plus that would be considered a mass casualty, and they would be diverting like strategically to different hospitals.
Those lower level trauma centers that usually have like the specialists, like a level.
so if like a level 1 would have like a neurologist or something on staff?
So exactly the easiest way to break it down is resources.
Okay.
It's like
there's more
if
resources.
If there was an umbrella of like who's the highest with resources, that's how it goes. So the smaller you go down, like once you get to like
less and less, it's trickle till it's like a
like an access or critical access hospital.
Yeah.
They're not that they're at the bottom, but like they are the lowest resource place.
Yeah.
So like when they have something even as simple as, you know, like an open fracture. I mean, that's not very simple, but you get what I'm saying? Like something that's not like major, but like just below it.
Like this guy has a major
that
brain
type
hemorrhage
of hospital wouldn't be able to manage that because they don't have an orthopedic surgeon on call to reduce their fracture. Yeah, I think
I've seen a few TikToks
open
about
fracture
rural
was not a good
hospitals and how they just like backwoods everything, like
Because they
they'll
have
jerry rig
Yeah.
something up.
They don't
Yeah,
have like the resources.
Yeah,
that makes sense. That makes sense.
yeah, that's crazy. Well, you know, I'm getting super hot. I'm probably dehydrated because I haven't eaten all day.
I'm totally sweating right now.
But it was a pleasure having you on.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling your story. Even though I
telling
probably
yours.
told more of mine, but that's okay.
Yeah, 50-50.
I think that conversation was great. I mean, like,
I think for one, not bad.
Yeah.
If it airs or if it doesn't, who cares?
this was our first take. So, and like, honest to God, this was literally our first take. And
Other than like a test.
yeah, but we don't need to tell them. This is like our 20th podcast, and it's not number 1. But
yeah. No, this is one. We got it first try.
thank you to the, what'd you call it?
Jacuzzi Talk.
Jacuzzi Talk?
Jacuzzi.
Oh, Zypcuzzi Talk. I like that. Welcome to Zypcuzzi Talk. My
There you
name's
go.
Josh.
I'm Chad.
Have a good night.
See ya.